Good morning. I am Vunenema Tebula and welcome to the News-Based channel, the foundation and heartbeat of facts. We are coming to you live from the studio in Limpopo, bringing you the latest deadlines this morning. Here are the latest deadlines this morning. Police Minister faces allegations of interfering in investigations of political cases. Umkhonto weSizwe Party proposes a motion of loss of confidence in failure to dismiss Mkhulu. United States lawmakers progress a bill that could penalize South Africa over its foreign policy. Let's dive right into our stories. In our top story, South African Police Service KwaZulu-Natal Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi implicated Police Minister Senzo Mkhunu for devaluing investigation involving crime syndicate and political killings. On Sunday, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, KwaZulu-Natal Commissioner, mentioned that the disbandment of political killings task team was carefully planned to protect individuals with political ties of a criminal syndicate from being prosecuted with the help of Police Minister Senzo Mkhunu. Mkhwanazi said that he can confirm before the South Africans that the investigation which these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate, and that syndicate involves politicians who are currently serving in parliament, while other syndicate members were in the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and the Correctional Services. They include prosecutors in Gauteng province, the drug cartel, and business people in Gauteng. This act, of course, undermines the justice system in this country. Our reporter, Mr. Nkunika, has more information on the field.
Thank you from the studio. This is Mulatelo from the Newspace channel. We are live today at the University of Limpopo, where we'll be asking one of our students here just a few questions. Yes, you can come closer. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Mufuno Libago. Here, I'm studying at University of Limpopo.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'm just going to ask you just a few questions, then we'll be done. So the first question is, how do you feel after finding out that our public figures are doing injustice in our South African government?
I feel disappointed because I thought those leaders are supposed to be the one leading us, protecting us, doing or leading by example. But to see where they are doing things that are out of the order, very disappointing, and it gives the young ones the bad influence.
Thank you. And the second one is, since the police minister Senzo Mchunu has been also allegedly involved in the political killings task team, what is your take as a citizen?
Even on that one, I don't think I have much words on that issue because you were supposed to be the one, particularly or specifically, who is protecting us as citizen of South Africa, leading by example, uh, showing other policemen and other citizens where we have to abide or go by the law. So if yeah, is failing, shooty, we are no longer protected in South Africa.
Also agree. And the last question is, do you think that there is more into this than the information we have right now?
Sorry.
Do you think that there is more into this than the information that we have right now?
Yeah, I truly believe that besides this information that Tina as citizen we know, I believe that there's still a lot that is very uncovered that we don't know, and that is gonna be very shocking to South African citizens. So, yeah, I feel like there's still more of it.
Thank you, sir, for your time. Thank you. As you've heard from one of the students, their perspective. This is Mulatelo Nkunika reporting live the Newspace channel. Thank you.
In a presentation shared during media briefing, Mkhwanazi laid out the allegations. He revealed that an estimated number of 121 cases that were investigated. The cases were withdrawn from the political killings task team before its termination period arrived. According to reports, Police Minister Senzo Mkhunu sent a letter to National Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Fanny Masimula asking that the team stop operating, saying that it is not adding value to the policing in the province. During the Sunday briefing, WhatsApp messages and screenshots which showed communication between businessman Vusumuzi Ket Matlala and Minister Mkono and Brown Mukoti were presented. The messages implied that they knew the disbandment of the task team before it was officially announced to the public. The economic freedom fighters expressed their concern, stating that the briefing helped pointing out the existing organized criminal syndicate operating at the highest level of the South Africans. Mkwanazi's briefing urged the South African Police Service to stand against the criminal syndicate. Stay tuned for more news after the break. Welcome back. Let's dive right into the next story. Umkhonto Wesizwe Party proposes a motion of loss of confidence in failure to dismiss Mkhono. The Umkhonto Wesizwe Party has filed motion of no confidence against President Ramaphosa because of the allegations made by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi of Minister of Police Senzo Mkhunu, meddling and distracting investigations in police killing and organized crime, which led on Ramaphosa placing Mkhunu on special leave. Umkhonto Wesizwe Party does not agree with the decision of Ramaphosa placing Mkhunu and not terminating him from his position. The Umkhonto Wesizwe want answers from Ramaphosa to know why he appointed law academic Prof. Firizo Kachaliya as interim police minister, describing it as invalid and inconsistent with the constitution. The party further condemned Ramaphosa for failing to meet 22 July deadline to submit papers regarding Kachaliya being interim police minister and Mkhunu's leave. The Umkhonto Wesizwe Party is asking for an immediate parliament session to talk about and vote on the motion. They have an issue with Ramaphosa's selective approach because Ramaphosa removed Higher Education Minister Nomtlenka Bana while Mkhunu is still on his position. Ramaphosa intends to file court papers and contest for application, with the motion's success relying on backing from other political factions. I will be joined by one of our political analysts, Mr. Sileba, with more information. Welcome back. I am joined by one of our political analysts, Mr. Slebe. Welcome, Mr. Slebe. I hope you're doing well. Can you please tell us about what you think about the MK party in motion of no confidence in Ramaphosa?
Well, thank you for welcoming me, and yes, I'm doing well, thank you. The motion of no confidence is in Mr. Ramaphosa was a formal way to address this issue. That motion of no confidence represents the whole South Africa, so I have to applaud the MK party for bringing it out forward. And it was very good that now we are focusing on the matter. We can deal with it and deal with the president as well to be more precise with us.
Okay, I hear you. And what do you think of the of Police Minister Senzo Mkhunu being placed on a leave?
I think if you ask me that question, I think it was a sober decision by the president now. We cannot jump into any first decisions of firing him, not firing, because that if you fire him now, you cannot hire him again if he was innocent. So what we can do, putting him on leave gives the police more chance to investigate more into the matter and investigate more to get more details of it. So it was a sober decision not to fire him, just to put him on leave.
Okay, since like he was placed on a leave, a new appointed acting police minister was placed on the position. What do you think of that?
Yes, Mr. Ramaphosa placed Professor Firoz on placed Professor Firoz on as the acting minister, right? So I don't think it was a good idea because Mr. Firoz is not a member of the cabinet, so he doesn't qualify to be in that position. So I don't think he's a good person to be in that space now, because now as the country is facing a lot of crime and racism, and now he jumps in and already making comments that South Africans don't like about him already. So it wasn't proper of Cyril Ramaphosa to put him there, and it's not proper of uh, Mr. Firoz to make such allegations as well. But then I think this matter will be settled on the 1st of September. I think we'll be at the parliament with the commissioner, and everyone will be there. I think so.
Hearing what you are saying, do you think the matter will it get worse or going to be for the better? Will there be a good change or maybe it will lessen the matter?
I think it is for the good. I think the matter is going to be in the good cause because Mr. Mkwanazi, he can't just wake up and have such big allegations. So him trying to do this is trying to justify the country and make sure that everyone is safe. So I think he has some proof of it. We will see in the parliament next week. And also, um, yeah, I think it's very good.
Thank you, Mr. Slepe, for that was one of our political analysts joining us, sharing his view on the matter that is circulating around the country. Moving to the last story internationally, US lawmakers promote bill that could penalize South Africa over its foreign policy. United States lawmakers have voted to put forward a bill that suggests the reviewing of the relationship between United States and South Africa as a result of objections over its foreign policy and enforcing sanctions on the South African officials. The United States House Foreign Affairs Committee voted 34-16 on Tuesday to send the US South Africa Bilateral Relations Review Act to the full House of Representatives, where it could be put to a vote based on a video of the proceedings. The measure will need to go through the House and the Senate before it could be officially implemented. Our reporter, Ms. Makubele, has more information on the field.
Thank you from the studio. Today we are reporting live at the University of Limpopo to hear the intake of the students about the alleged white genocide that is said to be taking place in South Africa. Right now, I'll be joined by one of the students of University of Limpopo to hear his thoughts about the white genocide. Hi, can you please introduce yourself?
I am Chividzo Patuchedzo. I'm a student here at University of Limpopo.
Okay. The bill of the US is said that the South African government is undermining it. It's undermining US because it is maintaining its relationship with Russia and China. What's your thought on that?
I think when South Africa is undermining the laws coming from America, I think it's quite good because we don't belong to any of those uh, American countries. So what I think is that if uh, merging with Russia and China is going to take us forward, I think it's a big step that we can take so that we can go forward.
Okay. While this tension is going on, it was said that there's a white genocide happening in South Africa. As a South African citizen, do you think that there's white genocide in South Africa?
No, there is no genocide in South Africa. This thing of white genocide is just a story which was created just to sabotage blacks on just because they are trying to move towards the other countries which might help them.
What do you think about the refugee program that Trump started for the Afrikaners to come to America?
Well, in the first place, they took those refugees to the American state, but as times goes by, there was a change about white genocide. Even white people all were also like telling Ori there's no white genocide. It was like a misfortune which was happened for them to end up saying there's white genocide in South Africa.
Okay, The last question is how do you think President Ramaphosa represented South Africa at the House of Representatives in the US during the time of the alleged white genocide?
Well, the way he behaved there, I don't think there's any problem about what he did. He showed maturity above the situation. And the other thing is that if he could have challenged Trump, it was gonna be a different story right now. So I think he acted very well there as a president and representing South Africa.
Thank you for your time. That's it from me, Hotatso Makuela. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Ms. Makubela. Most of the bills at this stage are never progressed to be voted for. The committee's approval took the bill beyond and brought off the tension as South Africa wants to prevent the upcoming 30% US tariff and oppose false claims of white genocide made by President Donald Trump. The bill accuses South Africa of looking down on US interests by being close with Russia and China. It also accuses South Africa of supporting Palestinian militant group Hamas, which is at war in Gaza with Israel, which South Africa refused. The bill proposes a full review of the bilateral relationship and to identify South African government officials and ANC leaders eligible for the imposition of sanctions. Furthermore, it states that the sanctions will be imposed to people identified by Trump to have been involved in corruption or human rights abuses. Bringing you back to the top story, South African Police Service KwaZulu-Natal Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi implicated Police Minister Sezo Mchunu for devaluing investigation involving crime syndicate and political killings. That's all from our newsroom. Thank you for watching. I am Bunene Matebola.